Hello, thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your astrological overview for week commencing the 27th of July. The Sun and Mercury continue along with Jupiter in the sign of Leo. However, in the case of Jupiter, it is also continuing to be squared by Saturn. These two have very, very opposing energies. If you think about it, Saturn's about structure, about discipline. Jupiter is much more of a random influence. It's about escapism, freedom, independence, travel, knowledge. It doesn't like routine or limitations very much at all. Will they cancel each other out? Well, to a degree, but we need to think that in the sign of Leo, Jupiter is about being quite dramatic and showy. So if there is something that you want to achieve this week, which is more creative, Saturn's really asking you to make sure that you're looking at the detail and it's costed out and it's going to bring some kind of tangible benefit. Jupiter in Leo would probably prefer just to show off. So that's really the challenge. But also from last week, the Sun squared up on last Friday, with the quarter moon in Scorpio too. And that backdrop goes on till Thursday of this week. This, in terms of the overall zodiac, is a 5-8 influence. And that's suggesting that, again, when it comes to being creative and thinking that we want to go and have a good time, we need to think about the cost. Also, in romantic or social circles, there could be a bit of jealousy and possessiveness that's bubbling around under the surface. However, there is still a developing influence from Leo with the Sun and Mercury, and it is all about us demonstrating the warmth that we can bring to situations, the enthusiasm. Remember, the Sun is the ruler of the Sun in Leo, so it's in its home zone. It's an opportunity to be much more decisive, but it's challenged again on Friday by a full moon in the rather at times erratic and unpredictable sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is just saying to the Leo Sun, look, keep your feet on the ground. It's not all about you. There can be a degree of egotism that develops with the Sun in Leo. And so the more democratic Aquarius is just reminding us all that things need to be fair and balanced in the way we communicate. But the weekend becomes a really important time. There's lots of influences stacked up on top of one another. Mars has been making progress still in the sign of Cancer, but it's not particularly happy. But by Saturday and Sunday, forges a great angle with Saturn. And this suggests that when it comes to controlling things and managing things, if we do it really shrewdly and we're aware of our resources, then something solid can shape up. But a much more mercurial influence comes from Uranus's trine to Mercury, which occurs across Saturday and Sunday as well. And that points towards something completely unexpected happening, a surprise conversation, an electric connection, which could be very, very uplifting. However, Venus rewinds back into Leo from Virgo on Saturday and is going to be in Leo right through to the 9th of October, a very long transit. This is super, really, if you do like theatre, drama, going to see bands, anything to do with performance. Venus is really going to help us to enjoy these things. Romantically, yes, it can set up some big scenes during that period of time. But immediately it connects with Jupiter, and there could be something quite special that happens over the weekend. But with Saturn squaring, remember, Jupiter, and then of course squaring Venus, as it has broadly pretty well since the end of week 1 of July, we just need to be aware that with any relationship, there's always implications, there's always politics. It's rarely perfect, and that can be the case here as well. And finally, as the week draws to a close, Saturn ends a 5.5 backward journey, which has gone across both Sagittarius and more recently Scorpio. It will finally exit Scorpio in the middle of September back into Sagittarius, where it will be for a further 2.25 years. So a lot to look forward to. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.